everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So, we just got a new task from Miss Velour over here. So I guess that's what we're going to do first of all today. And it is about a vampire hunter who is also a stripper. Or maybe stripper is just her cover. Which would make sense because vampires are notoriously horny creatures, so maybe it's a good cover to attract vampires. Anyway, we have to go to the sin bin and take care of her chastity and do not kill any innocents if possible. So that's going to be our task, and we will head out and see what we can do about the situation. We have been in the sin bin before and I saw the peep show, so I know where to go. Of course, now we need to figure out how to do this without getting too much attention. Anyway, I do remember that we could do some stuff with a computer, so I'll have a look at that again. Also, I think I never actually went into this room when I was here the last time. Okay, we have some customers here. That's a bit of a problem. Alright, is it only one? No, it's two of them. But I think Velvet said that she's blonde, so it's gotta be the one over there. But it means I have two problems: the customers and the second stripper, who kinda need to go away before I can start axing the vampire hunter. But yeah, let's check out that computer again. Right, peep show. Let's hack this again. Okay, so what did status do again? Window 1 malfunction, window 2 operational, window 3 operational. Huh. That's a bit weird because, I mean, there are customers in 2 of the cabins and I've just been to the 3rd and they all seem to be working fine, so I'm not sure what that means. And I did use lockdown the last time. It didn't really seem to do anything, but let's try it again. Ah, okay. Now it's actually doing something. He's really determined to get that window open. You know, you can just go to the Vesuvius and see the same kind of dancing for free. I mean, you may have to buy some drinks or they will just kick you out. But then you will also have the drinks, right? Okay, so, did this help us? I mean, kinda. One of them is gone, but the second one is still here. Okay, now the windows are locked. So, does malfunction mean that I can't lock down this one? Well, that could be the case. Anyway, maybe we will try to lockpick this door first. Right. Let me change into something more comfortable. I'm trying to imagine how she's just changing her outfit every time she needs to pick a lock. Maybe sooner or later I will invest more into my lockpicking skills, so I won't have to do this anymore. Okay, well, that's another problem. This door is locked and I can't even lockpick it. Alright, oh, hang on a second. I can lockpick this as well. Well, I guess I'm going to just use a blood buff for this one. how I can steal the money from the money changer. So I guess that's where you can exchange your money into coins for the peep show. Right, but... Oh, Are you going to... Oh, he's trying to use... Oh, he's trying to use the money changer, but since I stole the money, he's leaving now? Okay. Okay, that's pretty neat. Oh, and the other girl is, no longer inside the room either.
Yeah, what are you looking for, honey?
Me and you in a private room for 10 minutes. How about a freebie for me in the other room? Yes, precisely.
Oh. Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
She doesn't seem to be all that enthusiastic about it, but I don't really need anything from you. I just need you to leave. Okay, I hope she's just going to walk away now. Okay, there she goes. Alright. I think we are ready to do this. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be her, right? Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, it's totally her. She has like a sword, which she somehow managed to hide in whatever flimsy underwear she's wearing. Killed the hunter with no loss of innocent life. That is exactly what I was trying to do here. Yes, I guess this was a pretty successful mission. And now I can return to Velvet. I wonder if she's actually... Yeah, she's in this room now.
Well, here we are. You got something specific in mind? Because the clock's ticking, honey.
Give me a couple of seconds, I'll get back to you. Well, as a matter of fact, I could use a little bit of blood, so... This is the perfect opportunity to replenish my blood pool. And now I'm ready to go. And you didn't see nothing, right? I mean, he will be kind of surprised to see that one of his strippers is dead and the other one is lacking a lot of blood. But whatever, the vampire hunter is dead. And now we can talk to Velvet again.
Look who's back.
Indeed, Miss Velour.
Yes.
About that hunter, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The hunter's dead. I'm still looking into it. I had another question. I'm still looking into it. I've got to go. Nope, the hunter is dead.
If we'd never taken the paths we did in life, could we have grown fond of each other? A shame you had to take her life. But you've saved mine, and I won't forget that.
You are welcome. There will be others. You will have to do the same. It's unfortunate. It had to be this way. Just a human and a hunter. I'd kill all of them if I could. You Toreados, I bet you think you're deep, huh? They probably do. Yeah, I mean, the problem with that lady was that she was a vampire hunter, and that's why I killed her. You know, sometimes this just has to happen.
Yes. And quite a compelling subject, I'm sure. Hopefully, though, I'll have some lovely young kindred by my side to protect me.
I'm sure there will be some that will help you out. Maybe I had another question. Don't count on it. You are and you will. Now that that's done, there's somewhere else I've got to go. Yeah, I'm sure you will find someone to protect you.
You're just saying what I want to hear.
And you're fishing for compliments. You're fishing for compliments. I'd like to all night, but I'm afraid I have to go. I've said enough. I have to get going. Right. Then again, I may want to check if I actually can ask her some other questions now. She wasn't very forthcoming when I talked to her the last time, probably because I was a little bit too rude to her.
Poor David Hatter.
What? Who are you talking about? That the guy who created Cop Rock? What is Cop Rock?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager.
Oh.
He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you?
Yeah, he told me about that, but only like in the vaguest terms. Apparently his information is much more detailed than I gave him credit for. He's writing a movie about the Bush administration. They're making another Share Bears movie, a movie about the game industry. He stole my idea. All these lines are terrible, which means they're exactly what Ori would say in the situation. Oh, he's writing about Kindred. Yeah, let's make another extremely lame joke here.
No. It's about Kindred. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David. A Kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
A sound-beating death, a $150 fine, no Christmas bonus. I've missed some lame jokes that I could put into Ori's mouth, and these are just right up her alley. So, a fine?
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
Right, so you want me to do this. Lady, I'm not sure how to tell this to you, but I think you're asking the wrong vampire for this kind of task. Ori doesn't have a very good track record with any kind of task where she's supposed to, like, fix a Masquerade violation or punish someone for violating the Masquerade. I mean, she usually accepts these tasks, but then kind of sabotages them somewhere along the way. So I'm starting to think that maybe Ori isn't really all that invested in that whole Masquerade thing. Now, I think she's not opposed to it, and she doesn't reject it, like, on principle, and she's certainly making an effort to stick to the Masquerade rules herself, if only out of a sense of self-preservation, because, you know, she's a very newly born vampire, and she got involved in this power struggle between the vampire elites right away, so she doesn't really need any more problems than that. So she's going to adhere to the Masquerade, but she also doesn't really see herself as, like, the enforcer of Camarilla rules, or Anarch rules for that matter. I mean, the task, for example, that Skelter gave her about the talkative ghoul, that's kind of the same thing, right? Even if the Anarchs say they don't really follow Camarilla rules, it's basically the same idea. So, yeah, she isn't really that invested in that whole idea that she thinks she needs to be the one who enforces this rule on other vampires. At some point, apparently, she just says, you know what, I don't really care about this is not my problem. Now, you might argue that maybe she should care more about it, because the Masquerade, you know, benefits vampire society as a whole. So there is a certain benefit in mutual control, you know, controlling your other vampires and kindred and make sure that they follow the rules. But then again, she's a gangrel, so she probably doesn't care that much about vampire society as a whole either. She probably just wants, you know, to get done with all of this, and then she can leave this place and live somewhere in the wilderness, off the grid or whatever. So yeah, she doesn't oppose the Masquerade on principle or thinks it's a terrible idea, but she honestly doesn't think it's her job to enforce this kind of stuff. So I'm not sure if I should be taking this task because I might not actually do what she wants me to do. But let's see what exactly she wants me to do here. So you want me to kill Hatter. You want me to kill Hatter and his serfs, alright. You're asking me to destroy Hatter's screenplay. I mean, that seems a fairly simple task, so if that's all that you want me to do, I think I can oblige.
I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is Kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
Yeah, this is another one of these tasks where I'm not sure if Ori is really that interested in it. But I guess I can accept it for now, and then we will see how it progresses. Wait, you want me to kill again? No, Sounds pretty serious. I'll straighten things out. This sounds like a problem you're trying to pawn off on me. Yeah, it might be.
David's such an endearing and creative fellow. If I did this personally, I'm sure he'd never speak to me again. And that would just break my heart.
Fine, I'll do it. Oh, poor Velvet, just do it yourself. I'm out of here. Yeah, I guess I'll accept the task and then we will see what I can do in the situation. But like I said, Ori doesn't have a very good track record with that kind of task. I guess she did kill like the plague bearer. That was also done because they were like committing Masquerade violations in some form. So maybe I will actually going to finish this one.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
Well, I have decent persuasion. Should I be investing more into it? Leave it to me sounds good for a couple of laughs. The thing that attracted me the most was the promise of murder. I don't know. I guess it might be entertaining.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I want, right? Before I go, I had a few questions. I'll come back with David's screenplay. Yeah, I don't know. Do I have any questions?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if she's going to share a bit more now.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nothing to ask, nothing to say. Okay, so back to the Lucky Star Motel it is. And I have to convince him to give me the manuscript, right? So we can destroy it.
What's the hops, bro?
I think the Lucky Star Motel is somewhere in this direction. Oh yeah, I can see the Lucky Star. All right. We need to talk again.
Night eating you?
About that manuscript you were telling me about. Have an extra copy. I mean, if he has an extra copy and he has like the master copy somewhere else, then I wouldn't really be destroying the manuscript. I need to ask for the original and not a copy. But okay.
A good writer always does in this town. Hey, you in the business? Because, man, I got tons of ideas for movies. In fact, I should give you one of my completed screenplays. This one's still a work in progress.
I need all the copies of your vampire script. Okay, so I can ask for all the copies. I know a few people interested in making a vampire pick. Right.
You do? Man, that's fantastic! I can give you my screenplay if you promise to keep it safe.
Don't worry about it, say any co-writers or collaborators. So, did he give me just a copy? Or did he give me like all the copies? I feel he only gave me like one copy and he still may have like spares and backups somewhere else. But then again, like I said, Ori is not that invested in this whole thing, so if I just bring back like a copy to Velvet, that actually might be enough for her. But yeah, can you tell me about co-writers and collaborators?
I really can't talk about it. He likes his privacy.
But I would really like to know who he is. Don't you think he wants to be famous too? I mean, who doesn't?
Okay, he's a guy, calls himself Julius. He lives under the pier. In fact, I'm supposed to meet him tonight. We talk about vampire film ideas all the time. He's a weird guy, but really creative, you know. I love how his mind works.
He lives under the pier? Do you mean Santa Monica Pier? Oh, is he like one of the Thin Bloods on the beach? I'm trying to remember their names. There may have been one named Julius. I have to go back there and check this out. Okay, well, thank you, I suppose. Okay, well, that was pretty successful. You have been successful in your quest to obtain David Hatter's collaborator's name. It's Julius, one of the Thin Bloods that hangs out on the beach in Santa Monica. Well, that is a bit of a twist. I mean, I talked to these Thin Bloods and they barely had an idea about vampire society themselves, like only a very rudimentary idea. So, But okay, I guess I'll go back to Santa Monica. And
where to?
We will try to find Julius. Alright, I can go to the Kingsway, but this can wait for another day. Alright.
Nice night out, huh?
Now, let's go to the beach. And let's see if we can talk to Julius. And I have to be honest, I don't really feel like killing any of the Thin Bloods because they already have enough problems, such as it is, being outcast and so on. But let's see what he has to say for himself about this. Well, apparently all of them vanished except one. Is this Julius? It is.
Hope they don't find me here.
Yeah, I remember.
No.
I remember talking to them. There was one. I think it wasn't Julius. It was like the guy standing here, who barely knew he was a vampire. I mean, he thought, oh, I can just like kill my sire or whatever, and then I will be cured. So clearly, these people here had only like a very vague idea of what it means to be a vampire.
What do you want?
You Julius, you know David Hatter, you goddamn traitor. Yeah, I mean, clearly he's Julius, so you know David Hatter?
No.
Have you been telling Immortal about us? You talk too much, Julius. What were you thinking? Do you know what the consequences are? He may not actually know about it. I get the impression that these Thin Bloods, they are basically just discarded. You know, the sires don't care about them, so no one to really teach them all the rules and so on. So have you been telling Immortal about us?
Please, I don't know. I didn't mean to. I don't understand what I am. I didn't know.
Yeah, I actually believe him. That's the problem. And that's actually another thing with a lot of these tasks where Ori is supposed to punish someone for Masquerade violations. I feel that very often we're not really punishing all the people or all the vampires who are responsible for this, right? I mean, think about the case with the ghoul, for example. Okay, so the ghoul was talking about vampires. Okay, that's probably not a good idea. But, I mean, some vampire made that ghoul a ghoul to begin with, and told her about vampires, which I think should be a Masquerade violation in itself, because you're telling a mortal about vampires, right? Now, the fact that even some high Camarilla folks like the prince do have ghouls seem to indicate that for some reason talking to ghouls about vampires is okay. Which honestly seems a bit like a cop-out, because, you know, it's just so convenient to have ghouls, so it's okay to tell a mortal about vampires if they're ghouls. But I still feel there should be some accountability here. So if you create a ghoul and you tell them about vampires, you are kind of responsible for what they do, because, you know, they're not vampires. They will never have like the same attachment to vampire society and vampire rules. So I think the person who creates a ghoul needs to be held responsible for any violation that a ghoul does, or at least take care of that violation, him or herself. So in that case, you know, the talkative ghoul, whoever made that ghoul should have taken care of that, and not Ori. And in this case, it's kind of similar. I mean, someone created all these thin bloods and then they were just ditched on the beach. No one told them about what it means to be a vampire and what rules you have to follow. Maybe they were created without permission, which is apparently also a violation of rules, and no one seems to be punishing all these people who just create vampires and then leave them on their own. I mean, one of these thin bloods, E, was created by a vampire, Lily, who didn't really understand what it means to be a vampire herself. I mean, this is just one giant Masquerade violation waiting to happen, right? And we are just punishing like the lowly thin bloods here and the ghouls instead of, you know, the vampires who should have known better. And I think that's another reason why Ori doesn't really want to enforce these rules, because the enforcement of these rules seem to be rather arbitrary. Anyway, what can we do about the situation? I'm sorry, but there are consequences for exposing us to mortals. Do you know what the penalty is, Julius? Do you? What the hell is the matter with you? Are you scared? He probably is scared. Yeah, has no one ever told you about the consequences?
I'm so sorry. Please, I'll never do it again.
Julius, the punishment for talking is death. Julius, is this really how you want to go out? Begging on your knees? Is it? You're damn right, you won't do it again. I'm going to kill you. Which, by the way, brings up another thing. If we think about that situation with Pisha, technically Pisha was committing a Masquerade violation, right? She killed humans in front of other humans and let them get away. If I do something like that, I get a Masquerade violation. So technically, you might argue that I should have been punishing Pisha for her Masquerade violation instead of helping her cover it up. So, like I said, the enforcement of these Masquerade rules seems to be kind of arbitrary. Yeah, I don't really want to punish this guy, because, like I said, I feel I'm not punishing the right person here. Yeah, I don't know what option to pick here.
No. Oh, God.
They aren't my rules, you understand? Come on, Julius, you think I want to do this? I'm just following orders. It's not really an order. She just asked me to do a favor for her. Calling it an order might be an overstatement. But yeah, they're not really my rules.
Please, find your heart. Please, find your heart.
You're making this very difficult for me, Julius. Knock it off. How the hell did you survive this long? Well, this is the end. Yeah, you are making it difficult for me.
You could let me go. I promise. I would leave Los Angeles. I swear.
Well, I mean, that would be very consequential, because that's basically the same we did with the ghoul. I don't know, Julius. I'd piss off a lot of people. What's in it for me? I just can't. Forgive me, Julius. Oh, you're leaving LA in a coffee filter. Well, I don't know. Is there anything in it for me?
I don't have much. Just some money. $100 or so.
Well, that's really just a little bit of spare change for me. Keep it, but you leave immediately. You come back to LA, I'll kill you. Alright, give me what you got and get out of town. I see you again. It's over $100. That's not enough. Sorry, Julius. I've got too much to lose. I'll be fine. First of all, the prince has kinda come to depend on my services, so I feel I have a little bit of leverage. And secondly, nothing happened to me when I, you know, sent the ghoul away, so I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Keep your money. I have enough money.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Remember, Julius, never come back in his lifetime. Leave immediately. Indeed. Oh, I got some humanity for that. Well, I guess that makes sense. Although technically he is not a human. So apparently you also get humanity for sparing other vampires. Alright. But yeah, I'm glad that I didn't have to kill him. Like I said, I feel that we're not punishing the real people here. The real, you know, responsible people. And I'm not like the Camarilla policeman or policewoman vampire, whatever. Anyway, I guess I have to go back and tell Vivi about it. Yes. However, we had like another quest, which I believe is in Santa Monica. You found a business card from Brother Salvage in Santa Monica at the latest murder scene. Right. I'm trying to remember where that was. I think I have seen it before. I'm not entirely certain though. Yep, that's it. So I was right about my hunch.
Skies are all rotten and the storm is our death sentence.
Yeah, this guy is still preaching. Okay, now I can actually go inside here. I wasn't able to do this before. Alright, let's go and see if we can find our serial killer. Maybe we will just find another victim. Alright, nothing in here. It's just the usual stuff. What is going on here? These are like kennels, but they're all empty. Oh, what the hell? These are some very unstable boxes. Okay. Oh, is this... how do you do this? I gotta be very careful here. Oh no, you blocked the way with that stupid car wreck. Can I, like, sneak below it? Okay, that works. Okay. Where are you hiding? You're just throwing cars at me. Wow. Nope. So, what now? I hope you haven't locked me in here. Okay, I might be able to push this out of the way. Okay, here we go. I kinda hear something. Okay, I made it past all of the scrap. Ooh! Whoa. He is, very determined not to get God, oh dear. Stop throwing cars at me. So, is this fire going to die down eventually? Maybe I can just go through here. Oh, I can. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's be careful here before he throws even more cars at me. Oh, okay. I guess we found him.
No! Back off, vampire! Stay the fuck back! I did nothing to you!
Well, not to me, but to some other people. What's the matter? Afraid of a fair fight? Tell me why you did it. Well, he's a vampire? But I mean, he didn't really drink them, so he didn't kill them just because he needed some blood, right? So yeah, sure. Tell me why you did it.
What the hell do you care? I don't give a damn if you understand.
Well, I'm just curious. All the same, I'd love to hear your explanation. Why do you have to make your nature known? Couldn't you just stab them? That's also a fair point. But yeah, I'm just out of curiosity. Give me your explanation.
Why? So you can pass judgment on me? So you can decide if those murderers deserve to be gutted? You'll never know how it feels. Never!
You broke the Masquerade and risked the safety of every kindred. Well, as we have established already, Ori is not that invested in the Masquerade, so, I guess I'm going for option number 2.
My family, my children were butchered by small-time criminals just looking to rob a house, steal a car, take whatever. No sense to any of it. No plan, no ransom, just kill them because why? Because they were there, in the way?
So, the people you killed your family? There's probably nothing you could have done, so killing people made you feel better. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if the people that he killed are the ones that actually killed his family, or if he just killed them because he wanted to, I don't know, take revenge on society as a whole.
Not one of them paid. My whole family dead, my life gone. I'm supposed to let that happen?
Okay, so it may have been the people that he killed. I understand these murders were your revenge. I guess so?
Revenge? Justice? Whatever you want to call it. All I thought about is taking these evil animals, ripping them to shreds and licking their blood from my claws.
You have to have more control. You gave in to the beast inside of you. You got them, it's over, you can get on with life. Yeah, I guess you gave in to the beast. Kinda sounds like it.
At least I put it to use. How many vampires have used their abilities for a just cause? At least I did something.
Gangrel draw power from instinct, not the beast. Oh, so he's a gangrel. Yeah, I think I kinda suspected that because he could turn into a wolf just like Beckett, right? You better practice more control or you'll end up answering to the sheriff. Maybe, but you lost control and have to be dealt with. Yeah, maybe like one gangrel to another, you know, you need to control your beast better than that.
I'm supposed to owe allegiance to some vampire clan I know nothing about just because I was attacked? I was left for dead. Providence made me what I am. I'm doing what I was meant to do.
I see. So, no one really taught you how to behave as a vampire either. I feel all vampires need to get some kind of tutorial, you know, like Ori got at the beginning of this game. And then they can be let loose on society. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a long phase of learning or whatever, just a quick tutorial of the most important rules and facts. You're real good at playing the victim. You don't get to pick and choose what you like about being a vampire. You are disgraced, dedicative. That's actually a pretty good point. You don't get to choose and pick what you like about being a vampire. It's a package.
I won't answer to anyone, and you'll never take me alive, vampire. No one will take from me again. No one! Either we go our separate ways here, or one of us dies.
Well, just remember you made me do this. I'll waste no more time on you. Don't be surprised when you wake up staked. I tried, especially since he's a fellow gangrel. So I could just walk away, or I could fight him. I feel in this situation I may actually pick the fight option, because this is clearly a little bit more serious than just someone telling people about vampires or whatever. You know, he's actually killing people, and this is a bit of a more serious problem than the other Masquerade violations we've seen so far. So it would have been nice if I could have helped him to, you know, control his gangrel nature a little bit better, but I'm not really getting through to him, so yeah, I guess in this case we will actually have to deal with this guy. And here we go. Oh well, look at that. Let me also use some of my abilities here. There we go, with a wolf. One wolf against the next one. Well, that actually didn't do much. Oh, I need to get away from the fire, yep. Oh, but he's also in the fire now. That might actually help me a little bit. Also, I never really tried my beetle here. Maybe I'm going to use some of my burrowing beetle. Okay. I guess this is kind of a ranged attack that I have. Nice. And yeah, that gave me Masquerade Redemption. Alright. So, yeah, I would say punishing people for Masquerade violations is acceptable when it's actually the one who is responsible for it, like the plague bearer or this guy, you know. Not some poor thin blood or ghoul who, you know, barely knew what they were doing. Anyway, is this all there is to this quest? Yep, the quest is done. You have killed the serial killer, thus ending his reign of terror, and you protected the Masquerade to boot. Look, sometimes I'm actually doing something good for the Masquerade. And interesting that I got some humanity for talking to him. I mean, I wasn't able to convince him, but it still gave me a point in humanity, so that's interesting. But okay, I guess I will return to Hollywood, talk to Velvet to finish the other quest as well. Come on, let me
Need a
talk to
ride.
you. Also, I really need to return to downtown at some point. I want to check my mails, and I want to stash some of my blood in my box or the fridge, so I can pick up more if I ever find some. Right, we need to go to the Vesuvius. Of course, I probably have to lie to her now that I haven't actually
Look who's back.
killed Julius.
Velvet will do nicely.
Oh, apparently we're on first name basis now. Okay. Yeah, about Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
I have his screenplay.
Oh, I suppose I should just tear it up. But I can't. I can't rip up the product of that man's soul. Here, would you tear it up for me?
Now you're just being dramatic. But okay.
Thanks.
And I found out the name of his source, right?
Are they? I mean, did you?
It's taken care of. Yep, it is.
It must have been difficult. But take some comfort in knowing if you hadn't, someone else would have had to. I do appreciate your help. A lot.
I'm sure you do. Look at all these Masquerade redemptions. Even though, in this case, I didn't really, do what I was supposed to do. So these redemptions that you get are a little bit arbitrary as well. How much do you appreciate it?
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it should be enough to buy yourself something a bit more appropriate for a personal acquaintance of velvet velour.
Alright, how generous? I had another question. Oh, she gave me money. I don't know, maybe she will tell me a little bit more now. Nope. I guess that's really all we can do here.
Look who's back.
Maybe let's talk to her again.
Couldn't stay away, could you?
Just want to see if I can ask you anything else. Nope. Watch me walk out. Okay, well, I think this was a pretty successful day or night. We killed a vampire hunter. We killed a serial killer. And we did not kill the Windbut. So, it's 2 out of 3. But yeah, I guess I'm going to end the episode here. And I don't really have anything else left to do other than go to King's Way and look for the Nosferatu, right? I mean, first of all, I need to find out who made that film, and then we can find the Nosferatu. I will probably, in between episodes, return to downtown and see if there's any new mails. I doubt it, because I haven't finished my main mission yet, but I will check it out, and I will also replenish my blood pool, so we can continue with the next main mission right away in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.